How's it going, guys? We got Ultimate Team. Uh-oh, couldn't send attachment. What? Hold on, guys. I have a glitch right now. I gotta resend something here and then we'll be good. Alright, sorry guys about that. I had a glitch on my phone. Anyway, guys, it's good to see you guys. We are doing franchise first and Ultimate Team second. We will obviously go over some things tonight in the Ultimate Team stream. Spoiler alert, I was able to sell my Saquon Barkley, so we'll kind of explain why we did it. I just feel like it's the right move right now at this time of the year for the way the game is played. But again, it's not like I have a little fortune teller, so I'm not perfect. But what up, Marinos? What up, guys? Big win, man, for the Browns. But again, it just means a worse draft pick. So the Browns now will probably have pick, if I had to guess, probably 5 or 6 because we might win one more game or something. We'll probably have pick 6, probably 7 at the worst. I don't see getting anything above top 6. I don't really think there's a true number one player. I mean, maybe Jordan, not Jordan Love. Jeremiah Love. I like Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, the running back, but the Browns already have Juckins, so I don't really think we need him. So I think Love's really good. I don't think Jeremiah Smith can come out yet legally, so I would love a receiver though for us, but. What up, Eastside? How you doing, dude? Notorious, what up, Joey? What up, Rich? Your boy, how you doing, dude? Shador. The Cowboys, man, yeah, what a win, Dave. What a win, dude. Holy crap. So my Barkley, nice job, Superstar James. Yeah, I sold mine for 2.6. So you got more than me, man, but I don't know if anyone will ever get over 3 million for him. I mean, that'd be winning the lottery, but for the Saquon Barkley. I mean, we'll talk more tonight about Mutt, but I just feel like, dude, I'll go over the reveals as well then, but again, yeah, Ultimate Team come up later. But anyway, guys, so, we obviously have some games that were played and stuff like that. Obviously, a few games are being fair simmed or whatever. But what happened between Detroit and Minnesota, I think that one's going to be fair simmed. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be really tough, dude. I mean, we're in a really weird situation right now because, first of all, we got really lucky because we had back-to-back field goal wins. So I know not everyone here is a big franchise fan, but, we made the Super Bowl last year. It's a pretty tough league. We're 9-3-1. We somehow, tied to the Seahawks, and the Seahawks have the 10 seed. They're really not that bad of a play. Like Danny's pretty good actually. He played really well. But all I'm trying to say, dude, is really, there's about 10 or 11 teams. Even Tampa Bay, Avi is pretty good. He made the wild card last year in our league a lot. So, I would honestly say, dude, that, there's really... Man, it's tough, dude. Even the Bears, I'm shy is doing that bad this year, 4-9. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's tough. Because you're gonna see the 8-9 seeds. They're at 9-5 and 8-6. It's gonna be really tough for the Rams to get in, but it's very possible because Minnesota and Detroit, they play each other this week. One of them has to lose, so one of them goes 9-5. He's 8-6. Obviously, the Giants are 9-5. They might sneak in. So, but it's really tough because, I feel like we won a lot of games to even be here, in this situation. Because, again, we won by a field goal, those are games that, I believe that we came back from each. Let me see what this is here. My dad's calling. Should be pretty quick. What's up, Dad?
Jack took Rams. I took Tampa. I have a shot to be one back of them with one game left.
All right, give me 1 minute. I'll check right now.
You got Tampa. Let's hope he took the Rams. You got something to root for. Let's do it.
Mark has Rams. Yep.
All right. Well, I told
We have a
you.
chance. That's all we need. All right. Hey, go Bucks. Love you, Dad. Take care.
Let's do it. Bye-bye.
Bye. That's for our spread league. All right, we're playing now. Austin, we have a chance. We're down by 2, but we have a different each. If we both win, it comes down to psychology for tomorrow night. And that's not going to be any fun, but we'll see what happens. We need a wide receiver, Cleveland. Yeah, we do, dude. We really do. But yeah, here we go, man. Big game here against the Niners. And like I said, this is not a game where if we lose, we're going to be out of the playoffs. But I think we would definitely have the 6 or 7 seed. I'm almost positive. So we're going to be on the brink of being out of the playoffs with a lot. But if we win this game, I'm almost confident I'm winning the division. Because we play Washington, we have their number. I'm 3-0 this year versus him. We play Indianapolis. They have struggled this year. Those are 2 out of the last 3 games. There's only 3 games after this. So there's 4 games total left. So, and that is confirmed. Here we go. To return it low. What's up, AP? We're doing money afterwards, dude. We got Jamie Collins, 1.8. Nice. Remember one thing, though, Dave. They are in packs for a whole 7 days. And that means he'll be in packs when blitz offers come out. So you probably should have waited, but at the end of the day, dude, it's your account. Handoff, Samson, give him 3. Here we go, man. Hope the Bucks win too. Yep. Yeah, I picked the Bucks in my spread leagues. I had to. We'll see if they even have a chance. Austin, what's the score? It's already been 15 minutes anyway. Thank you. Damn. 0-0? Thanks, dude. Hurts are going to scramble and 3rd and inches. Jalen Hurts, one of those players who, as we know, can tuck and run. Hayden, the Niners user, had him last year. Probably feels weird going against him here tonight. This is a big game here for these 2 teams. I should have the out route here. Here's DK, first down. Coach K coming off back-to-back field goal wins in the franchise. Obviously, if those games went the other way, he would be 7-5-1, and he would actually be the 8-9 seed. Handoff, there's just nowhere to go. It's going to be a tough game tonight. Here on the road at San Fran, the former NFC West winner last year. Dallas, the former 6th seed last year. Here's a curl route underneath. DJ Chark, the veteran, give him 8. Soft range for Cam Little. And it brings up 3rd and 3. Again, we have Ultimate Team later tonight. We appreciate you guys watching the franchise game tonight. But we will be there for Ultimate Team. Some big cards coming out tomorrow. John Madden, all that stuff. But of course, we will be there very soon. They may go deep here to Chark one-on-one. And he got hit as he throws. 4th and 3. And I believe we are going to go ahead and go for it. I don't really feel like going for it. Or I'm sorry, I don't really feel like kicking it would be the move here. And that's going to be a drop by DJ Chark, and it's first down. San Fran. Threw it just a little bit too late. What up, Mace? How you doing, dude? Hope you had a fun time, man. First down and 10. Here we go. Handoff, left side. Bijan, give him 2. Well, good pressure by the Niners on 3rd down is really what caused that 4th down. And that's going to be a good throw by McCarthy against man coverage. First down. Isaiah Bond, what a steal for the Niners that player was in the draft. One thing I'll say in this franchise draft that kind of pissed me off was some players disappeared in the draft. So, like, not all the players showed up for each other. And that's going to be a sack. Coach K read that play action and cut the angle. Down goes McCarthy, loss of 9. It's Ryan Neal, the veteran safety. What a job by Coach K playing the run, understanding it was a fake. And anytime they fake the handoff right, it's usually a bootleg to the opposite side left. Cut him off with the angle. It's second and 19. They're going to watch Bijan here on the angle route. And that's going to be Zach Bond, who got beat man-to-man against Luke Musgrave. He points for the first. Inside the 7-yard line now, Luke Musgrave beat Zach Bond in coverage. And that is never a good thing when you give up a 2nd and 19 conversion. First and goal. Here's Bijan. There's Sweat. No gain. It's 2nd and goal. Again, both these teams need this win. Coach K going to go ahead and do some cover 2 here. What they contain. That's another play action. There is a sack. Dallas Turner, I think, number 23. Blitz came off. No, that's Tyreek Smith. I think it was 23. I can't be exactly certain, and that is. What a rarity. For 2 sacks. The first, it's going to be a touchdown, though, for the Niners. But what a rarity. The first 2 sacks were from defensive backs by Dallas. I mean, that's just no pass rush at all. 4-man rush, had all day in the pocket, made the throw. Touchdown, Niners. Just absolutely not being opportunistic. I can't believe the Chargers won by 7 fucking points, dude. The spread was fucking 6.5. The spread was 6.5, man. I'm telling you, man, I make these spreads really good in this league for the prime time. We have prime time bets, and the spread was 6.5, and the team that was supposed to win by 6.5 won by 7. So I lost that spread by a half point.
Dude, he has a really good connection with Devontae Adams.
I know he does. Play action pass. Coach K is going towards McBride. First down. The only thing that I really regret, if anything, was 4th down and 3. I mean, you really could have punted and trust your defense, but it's 3 yards, to be fair. Turnover on downs was the first drive here for Dallas. The good news for Dallas is this is exactly how the game started versus the Texans. It was at midfield, 4th down. They did not get it. And the Texans then went down and scored a touchdown, 7-0. And then Dallas went off ever since. 7-0 Niners here in the first quarter conclusion. as we go into quarter 2 tonight. I believe he has 94, Mason Graham. Yes, it's Mason Graham from Michigan. Handoff, it's Sampson, give him 3. They're down 4 now. Coach K will call his stick. It's kind of one of those things where, you know, honestly, it's 4 down territory, run the ball. Here's Sampson. First down, what a call. 4 down territory, let's go ahead and go for it. Hand the ball off. Hopefully at least cut the 4th down in half. Well, he did more than that. They got the first. Here is DK. 9.5 at 2nd and inches. Shamike DK, or whatever his first name is, kind of a weird name, but they were able to get him from the Patriots in the offseason. Play action pass, and that's going to be a throwaway, but again, with 2nd and inches, pretty much a free play. And this is where you're going to have to actually run the ball here and just, you know, if you don't get it, and he's actually doing the A-gaps, they're going to pass. Here's Ibuka. First down. Working against Khair Elam. You know, he brings that safety in the A-gap, and they say textbook football. When you have 5 linemen there in the front line and a safety in the box, call it a 6-man in the box, running the ball is suicide. Handoff, Sampson can't break that. If it would have been a touchdown, give him 0. And they're going to go ahead and do speed dig. Here's Ibuka! This game is possibly tied. What a throw by Hurts, a blue throw with inside Deadeye. Ibuka has been so good from Cincinnati. They traded a 1st-round pick and 2 other picks as well for him. What a throw by Hurts under pressure. Pressure by Williams. This game is tied officially. What a throw by Hurts. Again, Ibuka's that one guy this football team has who they're able to throw deep to. Only 91 speed, but I believe I could be wrong. Maybe he has 92 speed. I'll be honest, I should really know that being the coach, but, you know, I think he has 91, 92 speed, but I know for a fact he has 94 and 95 excel. Excel clearly means right from the snap, he gets a good jump. 7-7, what a game, but really the winner of this game again is going to come down to turnovers. San Fran already has 1. Turnover on downs. He does have Jamison Williams too. What a dangerous team this really is. Bijan Robinson, McCarthy. Handoff to Bijan. I'll tell you one thing though, this team's done a great job versus the run D. They do have 2 run defense abilities though. 2 in the secondary. Coach K has no offensive coach boosts. Everything on the defense more CPU oriented. We're going to go in and pass commit here. It's going to be mesh. And what a job by Coach K to switch stick there and cut the angle off. 3rd down and 2. He recognized mesh right from the get-go. 3rd and 2. Again, we're going against Jamison Williams. They're going to run cover 2 here underneath. And, you know, really, they don't really care if they see him blitz. Coach K is going to use the whole left side himself. He's gambling. And that's a very risky pass. The mid-zone KO did not work there by Zach Bond. First down, Jamison Williams, but boy, I'll tell you what, that mid-zone KO has not been what they wanted it to be with Zach Bond and Fred Warner. We didn't really have too much data because there were no abilities in Ultimate Team in the first, you know, so many weeks. But if I would have known KOs were this bad, I don't know if I would have took Bond and Fred Warner. The thing I will say, though, is they do have good tackling abilities still. And obviously still have good speed, good zone, good coverage. And, abilities are still better than no abilities. But at the end of the day, if those KOs work like previous years, it would be a different defense. There is the RPO. What a move. And Reed is just way too fast. Touchdown Niners. I mean, that was fast. I mean, we had absolutely no chance to catch that guy. 13-7. Just perfect blocking downfield. Just can't happen. Someone has to be able to get a block. And, I mean, it is what it is. 14-7. Here's DK. What a hit. Well, 2-minute drill. Here we go. Field goal or better, stay in the game. If not, Niners have the ball, already up 1 score. Mikael Williams, the second-year player. Xavier McKinney, the only 2 zone. I'm shocked he has deep out zone and deep in zone for his 2 abilities. I probably would have done like some kind of other ability or whatever, but. Screen pass. There are blockers in front. Here's Sampson. Give him 8. And they have to hurry. On Mikael Williams, he has double or nothing. Bo going under pressure. I don't agree with under pressure. Underneath, that's going to be a catch. Timeout Dallas. For some stamina. DJ Chark. Again, it's one of those drives. You have got to get a field goal or better. If not, this game can easily get out of control, unfortunately, here. I know this is man coverage guaranteed here. I see the alignment. And I was wrong. It's zone. What a catch. Ibuka, first down. They have to move. The only turnover was turnover on downs. Coach can actually run the ball here and try to get him off a little bit off guard. Of course, he blitzes and covers 0. There goes Sampson. Give him 7. I cannot believe he called cover 0 there against Gun Bunch. When you blitz and cover 0, I have no idea why the clock did not excel there, but when you blitz against cover 0, here's McBride. Timeout Dallas. When you blitz and cover 0, that's kind of a good run defense mechanism. You essentially blitzed the gaps for the run as well as getting pass rush. First down and 10. Here we go. DK! He caught it on the inside post. First down. Here they come, trying to waste some clock. On the road here against the Niners. It's not really the play they want. They're going to run this play. Boy, these plays suck. Holy fucking shit. Don't really have much of a choice here. And that's just really, I'll be honest with you, a waste of time. Holy fucking shit, those plays sucked. Jesus fucking Christ. 14-7. And here we go. 1-on-1, that should have been picked. Boy, I have absolutely no idea what kind of coverage he was in. That's a bailout for me. It should have been a pick 6, probably game over. But, I mean, I saw a blitz look, cover 0. He must have changed some coverages up or something like that. I don't know, dude. Big play. And ball won't lie, it's picked. That's going to go to McKinney. First down. What do you mean, What do you mean you can do that, Tanner? What do you mean? On offense or defense? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or what. 14-7. That was just a bad throw by me. I thought it was going to be a cover 4 there. Oh, yeah, you mean like, okay, on offense? Yeah, I mean, I don't really do that, but. First down and 10. Yeah, I know. It would have wasted more time, but yeah, I get it. He's actually going to go deep, and it's going to be picked. Valentine gets a block. Laterals it. Picked up by Bishop, but they ran out of time. I think lateraling, what a play by Carrington Valentine to stay in the game. And Coach K will kick off versus defense tonight. And like I said, I think, to be fair, Dallas choked this game. Had some bad throws in the red zone, midfield, 4th and 3, they didn't get it. So far, the Niners have been the better player tonight. First down. This defense is going to have to somehow get a stop and come back in this game. And it starts with the run game. That's where Zach Bond and Warner excel. And they were right in there on the run. I think it's really the 96-plus play rec they have. It's from, the play rec really means the play recognition of where is the ball going. And that's really what they did is, go out there and make a play on the ball. And that's a great pass. Musgrave, he's going to score. Touchdown Niners. Perfect throw there by Hayden. Coach K gambled, did not pay off. $21-7. The first seed is already pretty much mathematically out of it. Again, if Coach K loses, he will have the 6 or 7 seed, I believe, if my math serves me well. I'm almost positive. I really could be wrong. Well, you're going to have to score quick here and get a stop. Not going to be easy down by 14. Let's see what the Cowboys can do now down by 14. Handoff Sampson and broke a tackle. Give him 4. At least gives this offense some light. Breaking a tackle there, but wide open DJ Chark. First down. Pretty much, Louise. Pretty much, dude. Coach K is going to go ahead now and run the ball. Sampson, give him 5. Not going to run hurry up too much, but, at the end of the day, I feel like he got to run at least a little bit. Got to keep San Fran honest, in the run game. Also, by doing hurry up, you obviously, conserve clock. They're going right back to the handoff game, and here's Sampson, first down. Here they come. Right back again to the handoff game. Give him 9. Again, I don't want to abuse the hurry-up offense, but when you're down by 14, you have to at least have somewhat of a tempo of hurry-up here. And that's a wasted play, 3rd and inches. Screaming pressure. And again, this is where Coach K's gonna try to make a move here. I still think he's gonna play the pass. Or I'm sorry, play the run. And that's gonna be caught on the curl, 1st and 10. Very risky, but it worked. And he came screaming, 2nd and 17. Did not know that was the Niners mascot. Second, here we go, 2nd and 17. Underneath, Ibuka gets a block. Can't get the first, 3rd and 2, but what a play there still by Jalen Hurts. Clock still ticking here in the 3rd quarter. Baker Mayfield, he's pretty good, dude, but Cam Newton's not far off. He will get a discount ability, so we'll see what that ability is. Here's McBride. What a pass by Hurts. Touchdown. Coach K going for the gamble here. Going for the gutso. 21-15. You never know when you play Coach K when he'll pull a bag of tricks. That's what makes it great when you play Coach K. 8-point drive for the coach. Might find a way here to have a little bullshit win tonight. Or will they? What a return, 30-yard line. Gunslinger is not going to be 0 or 1. All the ability discounts in Ultimate Team right now are only 1 AP off. So if anything, it'll be 4 to 3, if anything. They're going to pass. And Coach K gambled. Touchdown Williams. He will go for 2 here. It's picked off by Bishop. And I don't think... Yep. Caught from behind. But a reason why a return there would have been nice is then a field goal. We're in it. But now a field goal is still a 2-score game. It's not going to be easy, guys. 27-15. I mean, that's the problem in this game, though, is that, you know, defense in this game is just so difficult. And unable to get a stop here tonight. Here's Ibukum. First down. He has been so good for this offense, but again, Coach K has no choice but to do hurry-up offense here tonight. Here is Sampson. First down, big play for Dallas. Trying to stay in, what's up, Sean Woods? Trying to stay in this game here. Dallas knows if they win, they're pretty much in the playoffs, but it's a big if. They beat him. Ibuka gets a block. First down, give him 18. Ref points for the first. Again, clock is ticking, but I'm not going to say it's the biggest of their concerns. That's a drop by Chark, 2nd and 10. The coverage tonight has been excellent by San Fran. Wide open, Granson, touchdown, Dallas. They had protection. Good read that time by Hurts, will go for 1. (27-22). Now a field goal, you're still in the game mathematically, and that's all we can ask for. What a game tonight. True, Louise, true. Barkley, yeah. I mean, don't worry about it, dude. The Eagles pretty much made the playoffs guaranteed unless they have the biggest collapse like ever. All you gotta do is make the playoffs. That's, I mean, obviously you want more. I mean, it's common sense. You want to win it all and stuff, but as long as you're in the playoffs, bro, NFL is pretty fun. Browns, I haven't really been there in a while. I mean, I was there 2 years ago, but. Stretch play, again, this is one of the better run Ds in the league. That time, it's second year linebacker Nick Martin. 81 overall star dev, but he has 89 speed. Don't be fooled. Question is, can this defense get a stop? Coach K feels better about man coverage here if he can find a man coverage. They're going to do a nickel blitz here, man coverage. And contain. It's not going to be super easy. And that's just going to be Bijan in the angle route. Yep. Again, it's just really difficult to get stops in this game, but Coach K knows if he can get one here, he's back in the game. But, I mean, that's all this game is get one stop. Dive tackle there, but Bijan got 8, end of the quarter. Again, it's just one of those games that, you know, I really don't know if we got one stop the whole game. I mean, you know, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. I mean, you know, you've got to be able to come up with a stop here at least once, you know, a game. If not, you're not going to be able to win the game. Good throw by McCarthy. It's Reed. First down. Oh, you're the Niners fan, Louise? Okay. Packers-Lions will be a really good game, dude. It will. Handoff, there's Sweat with the shed, and who else? Fred Warner. Problem is, though, he is up by 5, so a field goal would make it an 8-point game, which pretty much maxes it out. He wins, or it's a tie in overtime. So, like I said, it's going to be really tough here to... But you never know. He could get a stop here. What a hit by Neal, 3rd and 3. Well, actually, I did forget he had 3rd down and 20, and he scored a touchdown. So, really, I actually forgot. That was actually pretty much the whole game. Or at least a difference in this game, if you will. That's going to be packed. Abrams drain. Coach K read it. On the in route. Big time teams make big time plays in the crunch time. Abrams drain has done it. Too bad he couldn't finish. Because scoring here is no guarantee at all. Handoff, Sampson, nowhere to go, give him 1. But at least it gives Coach K a chance. And now you lose. You at least say you had a chance and it was a fun game. Here's McBride, first down. Yeah, I mean, you know, I got to give credit, though, to the other parts of the defense because they held their own. And then it kind of let me read the in route. I just jumped it. Handoff, Sampson, cutback, but Mason Graham, stellar player, makes the play. We're going to go for a screen pass here and hope they play back. Screen pass. They get the blocks. They blitzed. Sampson, first down. Problem, though, being, you know, up by 5 is I'm sorry, down by 5 is if you don't score, right? Then essentially what happens is here's McBride, breaks a tackle, first down. They're going to actually hurry up here to the line and run verticals. Here's Ibuka. The Cowboys had the lead. Question is, can Coach K get the 2-point conversion? Wrong read, but it's caught! Ibuka! A fan favorite in Dallas made the catch. A superstar receiver for Dallas. I don't believe it. Coach K gets bailed. But in my defense, that's probably the only play all game where you can say, Matt, that's a bailout. I feel like besides that, there haven't really been too many bailouts tonight. So I get it, it matters, but it's not like the whole game, it's been all bailouts tonight. Wow. Bad throw by McCarthy, pressure by the interior line. What a catch by Ibuka. I cannot believe it. That Coach K not only got a turnover, but now he's in prime real estate here. Here comes Sawyer. That could have been a sack. A thought of a sack, incomplete. Jack Sawyer almost able to get home here. Now, here's the only reason why, in all honesty, they're going to actually change the hook zone to default now. But one thing I'll give the defense credit for here is at least you're able to pass commit here almost every single play. And what a catch by Bijan Robinson. First down. Take away that possession catch. That's going to be an incomplete pass. What a possession catch there by Hayden. Coach is going to gamble here in blitz. What a tackle for only 3 yards. Jaden Reed. In real life Packer. Well, it's going to be tough because at the end of the day, the Niners are almost in field goal range to at least tie it up. If you don't tie it up, you go for the win. Coach K then needs a touchdown. I mean, it's going to be kind of tough to win this game. Oh, it should have been packed. That close. If I read it a hair sooner, it would have been a walk-off call to win the game. I thought it was picked. Bishop, the angle was this much off. And that's why I said, man, luck goes both ways. 3rd and 3. What a bad throw by McCarthy for a superstar quarterback. 4th and 3. That can happen. I'm shocked he even had an opening, though. They are going to go. They are going to man them up and hope the man coverage stays home. Zigs are going to be stopped here, hopefully. Here comes Sawyer, is picked! Ball the line, Bishop! Dallas has done it! They had the DNs in flats to stop the Zigs. Woo! Never doubt the coach. Coach K getting it done and scheming it up. Man coverage, but he ran zigs all game. He put his DN in a flat to stop the zig because zigs do beat man coverage. But when you have that DN in a flat, he was able to then focus more on the right side. He then guarded that drag route, and it's a turnover. But my favorite part about that was the pick six. It's all about finishing in football and sports. Because they were able to finish, if you don't finish, you might get a field goal, 33-27, touchdown, he wins. What a remarkable comeback it would be if they pull this off for Dallas. It's just a really bad tackle attempt there by Bond, but also a good move by Musgrave, first down. And again, they're just playing back because, it can't happen. Anything here. You just can't give up a big touchdown here. It just can't happen. Because then they're back in the game. But what a call to man them up there against 5 wide. Again, I'm not saying that's preferred, but it's at least in bounds. 10 more seconds will come off here on the no huddle. Every single second that comes off this clock is a win. Coach K is going to blitz here. And Musgrave unable to go out of bounds. The clock will continue to tick even more. Coach K will do contain here. He's going to play back. That's not grounding in the pocket. Throws it away, 2nd and 10. San Fran actually does have a timeout, or I'm sorry, they are able to kick a field goal if they want to. That will keep it a game and a 2-score game for that matter. And that, again, McCarthy has not had the best game for a superstar quarterback, I'll be honest with you. Quarterback accurate throws have been an issue for everyone all year. Honestly, if I was Hayden, I'd be maybe not pissed, but I would be upset if they lose this game because, they definitely had. There's Williams, touchdown, San Fran. Where I'm going at is, and again, that's why you got to be careful one-on-one there, but to be fair, yeah, he had Williams in the slot there. Good call. I thought he was on the outside and the left side, so I was using the left side. Yeah, that's my fault because, and honestly, I don't really like going for 2 here, but it's his call. It's picked by Bond, and it's going to fall down. Now, even if first of all, if you don't get the onside kick and I get a field goal, now I'm up by 7. So that's another reason to go for 1. Let's see if they get the onside kick here with Bates. Right at Chark. Oh, man, is that scary when he takes those hits. Why would San Fran call timeout? I have no idea. It blocks the clock. The bottom left. Well, now the game's over. I have no idea how they called timeout accidentally, but I don't know what happened, but he calls timeout by accident. What happened? Did he slam his controller or was he frustrated? I don't know. He had to call a timeout by accident, but do we honor that? Or like I mean, I'm just gonna take, I mean, he called timeout probably by accident, but like, I mean, I don't really know what to do. Like, do we honor that? And, I give him a timeout or something? Like, you can't. The game's over. Yeah, I mean, Hayden, what happened? Did you call a timeout by accident? I don't really know what happened to your last timeout, though. That's the problem. Yeah, but the only problem is, yeah, the game wasn't over, though. You had 3 timeouts. All I do is get a stop. The game was not over yet. I could miss the field goal, too. Short field. I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't have given up that easily. Also, to be fair, you could have kicked off 3 timeouts. Yeah, I will, Joe. I will. I'm going to sim, too. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was 2 teams that were very evenly matched. What a game by McCarthy, 5 touchdowns. Literally 70-some% completion each. But really, the highlight of this game was the interception on the in route, Abrams drain. That changed the whole game. Because I know you would have kicked it up by 8, and the whole game has changed. Game script is everything, and when the script goes in my favor, it's great. Yeah, I mean, you stopped me twice, but I mean, it's tough, dude. I mean, I'll give you that much. It's tough for both sides. I couldn't get a stop until it was a user pick. They were both user picks. I mean, CPU can't do shit. My only advice for you, Hayden, which again, you're actually right there, and you have a Super Bowl win. I don't, so it's all matchmaking for who you play in the playoffs. But the thing I will say, dude, is the only advice I can give you is be careful on those zigs, because on 4th down, I just played flats on my DNs, and it's not really cheese because I have to stop the zigs somehow, and it was very predictable against man coverage. You would do zigs. And, like you might say, well, Matt, how do you stop it then? I mean, you did run slants at least 2-3 times, but you ran zigs at least double that. So, if you balance it a bit more, is it an in route or is it a zig, or, even post routes versus man coverage are pretty good. But I mean, here's all I know, dude. All I know is that was such a big game. You're not out of it, though, Hayden, because, wow, the Rams now have a division. Holy fuck. Dude, it's going to be really tough, man. I'm really scared for the NFC because, you guys saw how good the Niners were, and they have a good team, and they had the 9 seed. If we lost, I would have had the 6-7 seed. Like, I made the Super Bowl last year. It's a really tough franchise, man. But anyway, let me do my sim here. We'll play 2 hours of MUT here and then sign off. But, all right, let me go ahead here and go back. And sim, and then we'll do some MUT. So let me see let me turn injuries off. All right, so we have fair sim on that game for Dolphins. Commanders, Bucks. I know for sure that's going to be a fair shim. Shim. I meant sim. Bucks, comms. Okay. Bears, Colts. Don't even know. Oh, force win Bears. Okay. Lions, Vikings, it's already a fair sim. Dolphins, Packers, that one as well as fair sim. Jaguars, Steelers, yep, force win Jags, away. Broncos, Bills. Do not see any. Wonder how active the Broncos user is. I know the Raiders guy is active, so that's going to be a fair sim right now. All right. Force advance. And then turn injuries back on. And then you're saying do some of these plus stuff. All right. So we will play Washington later this week. Coach K, right now, I mean, the only problem is, even if I was 10-2-1, or I'm sorry, even if I was 11-2-1, we're still 2 games back from the first seed. So the reason why the 2 seed does matter is because you want to avoid Atlanta the longest. That's really the real reason, because we all know he's tough. And then again, we're going to go back to injuries back on. So we have 3 games left in playoffs, guys. Playoffs, easily going to be, possibly Sunday night football after Thanksgiving break. So the wild card round. Possibly Saturday night. Depends how fast the games go. Again, here's a playoff photo right now. So if it were to end, we would host the Giants. That would not be a favorable matchup for me. Zandy won 3 in a row versus me. Really, all these guys are tough. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Okay? I barely beat all these teams. So no matter what, it's always going to be a 1-score game unless someone fucks up that bad. So, so again, we're going to go ahead and do some stats here off stream, and then I'm going to stream Mutt here in 1 minute. Thanks, guys.